What's the most painful what if you live with? Back in 2016, I was 27, dating here and there, working my dream job, and saving money for a house. In December that year, a hereditary eye disease woke up and changed my life forever. Over the course of a weekend, after a date with a dream girl from work, my eyesight went from 20/20 to legally blind. I went from leaving a place I loved working for on Friday to having to call Monday to tell them I can no longer work because the doctors couldn't figure out why my eyesight went away so fast. That same Monday, the dream girl asked why I wasn't at work. I told her and then asked her if she still wanted to date. She needed to think, so I made the decision for her. I also ended up burning through my savings over the course of the next 2 years, paying for rent while I couldn't work. I ended up having to move into my parents' house after that. I did end up meeting someone and married her, but that has ended up being a huge mistake as well, divorcing due to her cheating. I've always wondered, what if my eye disease never happened? I wanted to make that job a lifelong career and eventually retire from there. It's the one that hurts the most because I freaking loved that job. I was saving for a house as well. I'd probably have my own house and paid for by now. That dream girl ended up marrying someone, but I wonder what would have happened if I had kept dating her. I once got a job at a phone center. At the time, I was scheduled to work afternoons, so I wouldn't see or talk with my parents, who were working mornings, much. Because of that, my father would call me once he got out of his work for some small talk because he missed me. One afternoon, he called me, but I was busy at work and didn't pick up. He died about 15 minutes later. An inattentive driver crashed into my father's motorcycle and instantly killed him. I've never told anyone this, but it's been tormenting me since that maybe, if I answered and we talked for like 30 seconds, maybe he'd still be here. What if I realized my dad was having a stroke earlier and called 911? What if I'd crossed the road and given my friend a hug and asked how he was doing instead of just waving, saying hi and walking on? He hanged himself that night. I'd previously been a safe space for him to come when he was feeling that way, but I'd had to put some mental distance between us when he began spouting problematic views online. What if I'd said even once that despite our differences, I would always be that safe place? Not painful, but I remember in college a fellow student asked me and others if we were interested in joining his effort of Bitcoin mining. Bit? What? Lamau. The hell did you smoke, bro? Why would anyone pay for that? Looking at his Instagram feed, he definitely pulled through and didn't sell early. Bro is nothing but holidaying all year.